track number 8 off of my new record, Another Gleam, is called Getting Old. And there were 12 tracks originally on my 2008 recording, See That Gleam. And now there are 14 on this new record, Another Gleam. And the reason there's 2 bonus tracks is because when I recorded See That Gleam in 2008, there were 2 songs that I literally axed from the track listing the night before releasing the record because they just did not come out the way they needed to. I thought some parts were just unacceptable, to be honest. And so this is one of them. Getting Old is a song that was recorded in 2008 and fell well short of my expectations, and so now it is fully re-recorded and ready to be released in 2011. It's actually a song I wrote on my 25th birthday, and when I tell this story in live settings, I get a lot of flack from the audience. Basically, people saying, 25 years old, that's not old. You know, try 50, that's getting old. Try 60, that's getting old. But the mentality behind this song is that I wrote it on my 25th birthday, and if you really think back to your 25th birthday, I woke up fresh out of college with my whole life ahead of me. But it was also the very moment that I realized I wasn't a carefree kid anymore. It was the real world. So I didn't have college to fall back on, the college days of waking up whenever I wanted. I was deep in a full-time job, and I had responsibilities, and I had bills to pay. And so, yeah, 25 is young, but on my 25th birthday, I had that overwhelming feeling of, we're getting old. This isn't kids' play anymore. And so that's what I mean by getting old. We're getting old, but we're not halfway yet. We got good days left. And so please understand, I don't believe that 25 is old. There are many, many good years left. But it is that year, that definitive year in your lifetime when we are getting old. But we have many years before we're truly old, is actual lyric from the song. So hope you enjoy it. It's about leaving childhood behind and entering adulthood. Now, I do want to joke about this for a second because it's kind of one of those inside scoops of the recording process. I pride myself in having my records be extremely pure. There's not a lot of false layering and auto-tuning, and they're very pure instrumentations, and they're very pure to my live performances and very true to my live performances. But there's a moment in this song where it says, look to the west and you might see it in the sky. That's a moment where I don't play that guitar riff live. And so when we tried to track it, it literally took 30 to 40 takes of me simply playing and I almost got it the first time, I almost got it the second time, and it progressively got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. The more it got in my head, the further I got from actually being able to perform those just couple notes. And so it's an inside joke between my producer and I and Laz, the engineer of this song. It took an enormous amount of unnecessary time to record. Look to the west, you might see it in the sky. It's pretty shameful actually, but I thought you would enjoy that because every time I hear that riff, it's really not difficult to play, but every time I hear it, it reminds me of us just cracking up in the studio because I could not, for some reason, do it. It was a head trip at that point. And so I hope you appreciate that riff a little extra than before. So the song Getting Old is just about that. It's not about being old, it's about getting old. And it's about leaving the carefree run-around days behind and entering adulthood. But I also hope you'll take away from it that there are good days left. Life is not over just because you're old. or Getting Old. And so track number 8 off of my new record, Another Gleam, is called Getting Old, and it's probably the most upbeat on the record, and so I do think you'll enjoy it.
I'm sorry, darling, there's a whole world to burn. Look to the west and you might see it in the sky. Oh, last I saw her, eyes had turned cold, and last I kissed her lip, we were good.